thinking and how y'all were able to execute down the stretch?
I mean, we were thinking defense, you know, and just, you know, it just felt like we had to take things like right now and get a little pissed and just just go make big time plays when we needed to.
There was a moment where Hunter dunks on you, and then there's an intense stare down. Some words are exchanged. You get a double tag, but it seemed like after that you turned up a lot. And was that particular moment a turning point? What was that the catalyst for you to have more energy?
For sure helped. It for sure helped. You know, it's for sure helped us getting that move. You know, we don't forget.
I apologize if it's already been asked, but just having the full lineup back that you guys envisioned at the start of the season, is that a good feeling? And what do you think about it going forward?
That is the best feeling before the game. You know, it felt like a big relief. Really, I think we were really happy because even before the game, I think some of my teammates were still questionable. You know, so we were like, is it the day finally? But yeah, it's great to see everybody like that, and because we know everybody is gonna get their chance, and there's no selfish player here, so we're gonna have a lot of fun together.
Was your eye on the shot clock before you passed that ball off the backboard to yourself?
Sorry?
Was your eye on the shot clock? Did you know how much time was left?
I don't know how much time was left.
It was like down to the wire.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 seconds left and
Okay.
put it up.
Okay. Well,
Did you say anything to Julian about accidentally dunking on him?
I saw him go up for the rebound. Yeah,
So Julian gets to be on your poster then.
it happens. Yeah.
You used the term a lot last year, but freelancing, that was just another example of that for you today.
Yeah, just sometimes you just feel it, you know.
After what this team went through last year, have a lot of these games, close ones, go against you. What was it like to kind of get one of them to fall your way, especially first overtime game of this year?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. This game actually reminded me a lot of the game against Atlanta last year here, but the way we closed it out was totally different. We still made mistakes, you know, but we now we have a more experience. We've been through these losses, these crunch time losses. So, yeah, I mean, I think it was. I think we're doing things the right way because we're getting better.
Devin brought up how you guys are starting to see the fruits of that labor and showing more, paying more attention to those details are starting to pay off, and you're being rewarded for that. Have you, as the locker room, noticed that?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I think now it's still fresh, but once we all watch that game again, we're gonna. I think it might be like one of the games where it felt the most like we played the right way, even though we had turnovers. It feels like we pressed where it hurt for them, and so I think this is definitely a step in the right direction.
Do you have the same thoughts that we did? You see Chris clutching his arm, and he's in obvious pain, then he comes back in and hits the big three.
Of course I was worried, but then, it just hitting that three is the best, the best way to tell us he's fine.
You said you pressed him where it hurt. What was working for y'all? What was hurting them tonight?
I think the way we read their coverage was good, and having good spacing to leave space on the ISOs. It's I think it was a combination of things. There's not one answer, but the fact that we have adapted to the different types of defenses this is what I'm talking about.
You're growing up in France. Did you tune in for the Christmas Day games? I
Yeah.
mean, 8 hours ahead, and then did you watch it
Not never live on Christmas for sure, but there are some Christmas games I remember, of course.
What are your thoughts about being in that huge spotlight?
No, I mean it's incredible. It's definitely the first time I'm gonna play on Christmas, even from before, and but yeah, I mean I'm super excited.
Victor, you have talked the big picture. Has your mental timeline as to where you guys are on this, progress-wise, has that changed in the last year? I know last year you spent a lot of time talking about the importance of being patient, thinking about the long term. But is that speeding up at all this year?
I mean it's always been I would say it's always been fast. And yeah, we have to be patient, can't skip steps, but at the same time, can't take too much time to take a step. So I like how it's going now. I like the fact that everybody's going into games expecting to win it. You know, we're not expecting anything else. So we're being held to some standards, and I think it's moving in the right direction for sure. But it doesn't mean it's going to be easy or easy to see what to do.
Take comme en French, Maxime.
Victor, qu'est-ce que tu penses des débuts de sa carrière en fait en NBA, saison de rookie, et si tu avais un conseil à lui donner aussi, puisque tu es passé par là, en tant que first pick, en tant que rookie, qu'est-ce que ce serait?
Le début de Zach, je suis fier de lui. Je trouve qu'il est dans une situation assez saine, qui n'est pas le cas que tous les first picks n'ont pas la chance d'avoir. Donc ouais, voilà, j'ai une totale confiance en lui. Et je sais que ça va bien se passer pour lui. Et il fait une saison plus que correcte. Un début de saison plus que correct. Après, j'ai pas vraiment de conseils à lui donner. Mais avec plaisir si un jour on a une discussion.
On a mis 50 sur Alex et Bilal, 42 sur lui. Est-ce qu'il y a une motivation un peu supplémentaire quand tu joues face à des compatriotes comme ça?
Non. J'en mettrais autant tous les soirs si je pouvais.
Ben.
Est-ce que tu dirais que il y a eu ce dunk, on en a parlé l'année dernière quand tu t'es dunké dessus, tu t'en fiches. Mais est-ce que tu dirais que juste le fait de prendre technique, d'avoir ce rappel dans le match, ça t'a motivé à vraiment tout défoncer dans le quatrième, dans la prolongation, je veux dire, ça donne un supplément de motivation?
Ouais. On en parlait un peu plus tôt, mais c'est pas... Oui, se faire dunker dessus, ça arrive. Je sais pas, 4 contre, un dunk, ça va, ça passe. Et mais c'est sûr que ça nous a aidés. Ça nous a réveillés, c'est une piqûre de rappel.
One more from Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Vic, you have talked a lot about just this whole everyday fight to keep these coaches, these teams from putting you in a box. And when you have a game like tonight where you're effective from multiple facets offensively and defensively, does that sort of validate what you've been saying all along?
So, the fact that that everyday fight you talk about, it's something that I've been through, of course, growing up a lot, but now I'm experiencing levels of freedom that I've never really had the chance before to have, and it's for me it's also the clearest path into how to get better and how to get to the top level. So it's for me it makes sense that we see creativity on the court, and because I think it's actually the best way for me to have my team. So it's they're not putting me in a box, and I'm not going to either.
Thanks, Vic.
Thank you.
Thank you.